Hi, I'm Matthew Halma from the World Council for Health. Today we're going to talk about cancer metabolism. So, typical explanations for cancer have largely been at the genetic level, looking at defects in genes. And while mutations do underlie cancer, what is a common hallmark to cancers is metabolic reprogramming, which for cancer it means that cancer preferentially uses glucose in a reaction that was discovered by Otto Warburg, which is called aerobic glycolysis. Now, normally glycolysis only occurs in the absence of oxygen, so typically it would be anaerobic. But what Warburg discovered was that cancer cells use the reaction of glycolysis even when there is abundant oxygen. And this is a very interesting result. Otto Warburg later got the Nobel Prize, but for a different discovery. He discovered this in 1924, so we're almost at the 100th centennial of this great discovery. So, given that cancer cells preferentially use glucose, it is possible to starve cancer cells by depriving them of glucose. And there's a diet called the ketogenic diet, whereby there's very little glucose, there's less than 50 grams of total carbohydrates per day. And this forces the body to use fat as fuel. And so instead of metabolizing glucose, you're metabolizing ketone bodies. And because cancer cells cannot use this, they are therefore deprived of an energy source and they have a tougher time surviving. And this can be paired with other therapies, including chemotherapy and radiotherapy, to just make the environment less conducive to cancer cells and more conducive to healthy cells. So how can one practice this? There's several techniques. First, one can use a ketogenic diet and also apply time-restricted eating, that is, eating within a set window each day, say 6 to 2 hours. You can even go down as short as eating one meal a day. And this has many benefits beyond just putting your body into a state of ketosis. There's also benefits for autophagy, for, when we talk about vaccine injury, this can also be an effective means of clearing the spike protein. And there's also other agents which have been associated with a significant reduction in cancer likelihood and also increases in survival and recovery rates. So these don't all act on a metabolic mechanism, but certainly healthy sleep and stress reduction is vital to preventing cancer and also during the treatment of cancer. Other factors that one can take, these are nutritional supplements: vitamin D, berberine, omega-3s, and there's several other repurposed drugs such as and herbs such as ashwagandha, metformin, mebendazole/fenbendazole. Statins actually have some anti-cancer impacts, and we cover this in our recent article that was published in Nutrients, in the journal Nutrients. And so, altogether, we summarize all these different repurposed drugs, nutraceuticals, and interventions that one can do to lower their risk of cancer, as well as help to recover from cancer. And of course, if one has health problems, please speak to your doctor, please take medical guidance. But we put this out there free for people to learn from, to practitioners to learn from, and it's our aim that this be used to create a more integrative oncology approach, as opposed to what we've seen with the expensive, ineffective, and unsafe chemotherapy drugs that are on the market. And yeah, definitely cancer needs a revolution in its understanding. We were inspired by several books, including Travis Christofferson's Tripping Over the Truth, How to Starve Cancer by Jane McClelland, and several others. So thank you for your attention.